Hello everyone, welcome to Quanta AI Labs. So today we learn about how diffusion works. So in the last two lectures we learn about what is AI engineering and how it different from ML, and generative AI. It's a generative AI only. Then we deep dive into the Quanta Vision lecture 1 where we see the evaluation of generative AI or AI engineering. Today's lecture we mostly focus on the diffusion architecture, and then we deep dive into the autoregressive models. Okay, so that is the important part. So first let's understand the diffusion, how it all starts. Okay, so before that, before diffusion, if we go on the internet and search about evolution to diffusion models from last 50 years using research papers. Okay, so let's run this one. We understand how we are right now on the diffusion model because diffusion, the last time stable diffusion you heard of, where we generate the image, but how this particular thing is coming up. In the last video we mostly see about, okay, we don't need a deep research here, try again without deep. So let's go to the PPT and understand this one. So what is stable diffusion done? You write a prompt, dog wearing a suit sitting in the office, goes to stable diffusion and it generates the image like this. Now how all the things is working? For example, you have one photo just like this girl photo, and you add some noise on this, noise something like that. Okay, you add some pixel noise. Okay, then you add another noise, then you add another noise, then you add, in the last this image converted into this. Now some way you have something that you remove the noise in the same way, then you remove the noise, then you remove the noise, then you remove the noise, then you remove the noise. This is denoising process and we get the image. The next slide is this. First we call as fixed forward diffusion process. This is the training method and this is the generating method. This is generative reverse denoising process. We are generating from the noise. So this is remove the noise, remove the noise, remove. We adding the noise, we training the model. Okay, this is the image, you need to add a noise. So what we are training? We are training the noise adding system or noise removing system. Okay, that is the one thing. So 19 physics origin, the concept of this one. So I will provide you, this is the theoretical part. Let's deep dive into the mostly our major deep units. These are the things, efficiency, then these are the latest. Okay, let's come to the PPT only. So what we are training here, we are training a system which predict the noise, how much noise should I add or how much noise should I remove. Okay, in training part we train the model on how much noise we should add, and denoising means how much noise I should remove. Okay, so this is the training process. We have images, we go to the fixed forward diffusion process and generate some noisy image. Diffusion means where this name comes from. If you add some different color water drop in water, so it takes the color of that particular thing. So this is the major part. We add the diffusion, it diffuse itself into different situations. For example, reverse diffusion, start from the noisy image and then recover the dog. This is the noisy image, removing the noise, and we got the dog image. What we have so far, for reverse diffusion we need to know how much noise to subtract from the initial noisy image, that is we have. Okay, so let me, or should I, so what we should have, so we need something like noise, how much noise to subtract from the initial noisy image. Basically this is the noisy image, how much noise I should subtract, so I get an image. We need a noise predictor then. Train a neural network model to predict the noise. That is the major part. We train the neural network to predict the noise. How much noise should I remove? Okay. How training does choose the images? We have, for example, we have 50-40 images of dog. Then we add some generate some random noise, corrupt the dog image by gradually adding noise step by step. And the model eventually learned how much noise it takes from the dog image to complete noise image. It learns to predict based on multiple trainings. This training is gone again and again, a lot of time. Achieving by showing it's the right answer. Supervised learning, okay, and weight tuning. Then this is the example. This is we add the noise 1, noise 2, noise 3 and noise 4. And how reverse diffusion work? Generate a random noisy image. Use the trained noisy predictor which we already trained on the images to tell us the amount of noise to subtract from the initial image. Repeat this step multiple times. We arrive at the cat. So we remove the noise, and we generate the cat image. So that's the way we predict. And but there is a problem. So we have 512 by 512 images. It is too big for computer codes. Okay, this is very hard to do something on the pixel size because we have 786 432 pixels. So this is red, this is green, this is blue. Okay, so how we solve this problem? So we created a different space. So the scientists created a different space. There is a pixel space, there is a latent space. Latent space is 8 times much lesser. Okay, it should be a 64 by 64. So how speed problem is solved? The noise image is scaled down to the latent space. It becomes 4 into 64 by 64 and 16 into 384. 4 is the dimensional in that particular space. Okay. For example, what dimension is? Let me explain you that. So we in the pixel space we have to see the image. We have 2 dimensions, this and this. Okay. And latent space, we characterize this image. For example, this is dog image. Okay. So we give this a character. For example, dog has a ear particularly this way. And cat, for example, cat has a we have 2 images. For example, let me explain you properly. So this is the dog image and this is the cat image. Let's categorize them. So dog has a 4 legs or cat is also has a 4 legs. Okay. Dog has more fur, but cat don't have that much fur. So the probability of if we have I need an animal which have more fur. So in that particular case, the probability goes to the dog side. So it will generate the dog image. Okay, the 4 dimension is that only the how much we characterize that. For example, dog has tail, so cat is also has a tail, and something like that. We have to characterize on the basis of that. So we have this latent dimension, latent space. We give the 4 is the dimension. Maybe the RBG, H is also one thing. So we have 3 things here. The RBG. First we characterize on this thing RBG, and we add the height also here. That's why this is the 4th one is this. Okay. This is a 4 dimension, and this is the noise predictor. Subtract the noise. The image is upscaled into pixel space. So all the things is done in the latent space, and then we upscaled it to pixel space. Okay. The process, what we are using, the variational autoencoder we are using to get to take the image to pixel space to latent space, and latent space to pixel space. So we see encoders and decoders. Encoders take from pixel space to latent space, and decoders takes to latent space to pixel space. Okay. Apply the same training logic in latent space. VA decode image to latent space. Add latent noise, which we call the tensors, and VA encodes the image back to the pixel space. This is why it takes longer VRAM GPU to produce a generate image with a higher resolution. Upscalers are required. Okay, that's why we required higher VRAM and GPU powers to generate the image and videos if you see. Okay, let's first understand how the text come. Where does the text come in? So we have text prompt. For example, you have a text prompt generate dog in a suit. Dog in suit. Okay. So now how it takes. First it breaks into the numbers. Okay, for example, dog has number 1, this 2, this 3 and this 4. Okay, because machine don't understand the text, first we need to change it to number. We tokenize it, that is tokenize. So we break it into a text. Then we represent text, then that particular number into the vectorized format. The 1, 2, 3, 4, and vectorize may be any number. For example, there are some of the things which you using clip. Okay, so 786 dimensions also. So dimension means vectorization. That particular text we give that categorization. That particular word we give that much of categorization. Okay, and then embeddings, which we call text vector embeddings. This is the vector embedding. Then it goes to text transformer, and then we predict the noise. So then we add into the predictor noise. Let's see this example. Let me small it down. Yeah. So in this particular thing, let's understand this. So how we generate the image. Now this is the text. A cute and adorable bunny with a huge clear eyes holding a bunch of flowers in a style of cute Pixar. We have text encoder. First we change into the numbers. Okay, the A77 tokens is generated. Okay, tokenizer converts, break it down. For example, right now you take a one word equals to 1 token, but that is not a correct thing. Yeah, but for the simplicity you can take it. Then we have text encoder, which convert that text into the vector to each token. We give vector to each token, just like A vector is this one, cute is this one, and all. And then it goes to the guided scale to 7. And what that is, guided scale means what? We guide, okay, how much strength we want to give to the prompt. So that is the major part. How much strength we want to give to the prompt, so it will add in this one. Then image representation, we have unit. Unit means the model which predict the noise to remove. Okay, and we started from the latent noisy image. We started with the noisy image and all the things noisy image, and we add a upscaler here. In this process we add the VAE. Okay, let's start this one. So we have time frame, it remove the noise, it remove the noise, it remove the noise. Now we have the bunny. Okay, and we generate the bunny. For example, same thing if we did with the guidance scale of 0. We are not guiding the model now. It generates the random image. If we give 1, then it generates some blurry image. And if we give 20, so it is more guided now. It is more give more attention to the prompt now, not on the particular model what they are telling. Okay, so this is the thing. So we need to make a balance in that. So this is the steps. In 50 steps it generates this beautiful image. So these are the things. I will put this link into the description also. You can check it out. and convert word into the tokens. Stable Diffusion use clips tokenizer. They are using clip tokenizer. So if we search clip tokenizer, yeah, this is the one. You can read about this, what they are doing. It changed the numbers and all the things. Okay, clip tokenizer online. Maybe this is released by OpenAI in 2022. So if you see, there is a 5 token, 16 characters. Hi, dog is weird. So it dash, the comma is also a different token. So this is the thing. If you see token IDs, we changed into the numbers. These are the token IDs for this model, GPT-4o and GPT-4o mini. This is the thing. If you see text, it will convert like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tokens. We have the 5 tokens here. Now got my point? Yeah. So this is the one. Now let's move ahead to. So converting the Stable Diffusion use clip tokenizer. Every token is associated with number. Dream shape is a 2 token. Dream and shape, if it comes together also, it has a 2 token only. Okay. Embeddings, it has the 768 value vector. For example, each token, for example, we generated, we have a dog in suit. So first we break it down into the number, associate this with the number. Okay, let's take 1, 2, 3, 4. And that number is associated to vectors. 768 numbers. It has the 768 digit number. It has also 768 number. So it is a vectorization. Okay. Of that particular word. Some words are closely related to woman, lady, and girl. For example, why we break down into the vectorization? To get the, for example, there is a woman, it is coming here. So all the word related to woman is coming near it only. Lady, girl, she, something like that. So all the vectors coming nearby. If I write a man, so it comes very far. So that will help to understand the context. Okay, the user want to ask about this particular thing. A dog in a suit. So a dog in a suit. So dog is in the suit. So it understand, okay, this is the context understanding we give using the embeddings. Then text embedded vectors goes into text transformer. The transformer can also depth map images, class labels, and a lot of things. It can process the data. Then this is the final, which we give the Gaussian's latent image to UNet. From here, a dog wearing a hat. So it goes to tokenizer, embeddings, text embeddings, UNet. All the things goes to the UNet, and it goes to the conditional. It gives the 64 by 64 VAE. Then we use a VAE and generate the output in 512 by 512. So this is the easiest way. We write a complete diffusion algorithm. So this is the complete thing, how you generate the image from the noisy image. So this is the diffusion architecture we call. Okay, so moving ahead, we have the second architecture which we talk about, which we call it autoregressive. Let's cover this in this video only. How autoregressive work? So right now we generate the image using a noisy image. Now we don't need a noisy image. We generate the image pixel by pixel. So let me give you one example for this one. If you generate image in ChatGPT, wearing a hat. Okay, create image and you generate. So now see how it generates the image, or why GPT takes a lot of time in comparison to other model. For example, we generate same thing into this one, dog wearing tool, we create the image. First it starts from noise only, but it is adding pixel by pixel. It start here, from here, then it understands the last section, what it generate, then it takes the prompt context and it is start generating again. It's generating pixel by pixel. And what we are generating here, we are not in diffusion architecture, we are not generating pixel by pixel. Okay, so if you see, we get the dog in the hat, so we get, and still it is generating only. If you see here, there is a, it start generating the image. It always taking a context on the basis of that, and this is the history of it. So which I wrote, the probability tables, how it evolves, all the things there. The first idea is take all the images of world into the single box and then guessing this, but that is not feasible. Then chain idea, it is coming, bias, then neural networks come. All the things are this is based on the research paper that is coming. The pixel RNN, pixel CNN, it is coming. Then transformer, the pixel, this autoregressive thing, it starts from the pixel RNN, pixel CNN only. These are the neural networks. If you want to read, you can read about these also. I will provide the complete guide in the description, so you will get all the things about that. Now it generates the image. So how much time it will take? It generating pixel by pixel, but in diffusion architecture it is not generating. It starts from the noise image and generates the image. That is the difference in autoregressive and the diffusion architecture. That is the only difference. If you want codes and different thing regarding how we implement this thing and all the things, so I will provide in the description. In the next class we'll learn about prompts, how we write a better prompts in the for image generation only. Okay, so that's it. That's all in this video. If you like the video, subscribe our channel, and thank you everyone. It's really support us.